I wanted to do this video because I came across someone else's video and I was like, oh, that's cool. So, I saw, this person's video and I did mention them in another video. I just thought of them. And I didn't know that they had a second channel. I knew, I mentioned Nicole a little before, and I may have mentioned her actually back last summer too. I'm not really sure. But I didn't know that her channel was different than what it was last year. Last year, she seemed really different, I thought. And, to me, I mean, like, if people are more inclusive and more just like a matter of like all shades, it doesn't matter what they were in the past. But I just wanted to put that out there that I didn't know. I didn't look at her channel recently. I just saw her channel from like last year when we had our whole thing. But nowadays, I mean, like, I don't know. I saw her video and I actually liked it. I mean, like, there was nothing untrue about what she said. She was talking about how she was giving up the divestment movement because of the color, the shades, and the colorism in YouTube, where there's like a lot of dark-skinned women who will trash light-skinned women, and there's a lot of light-skinned women who trash dark-skinned women. And from my perspective, it's just like, I generally don't like to go to channels that trash either. But every now and then, you might agree with somebody on an issue, and I don't mind. That's the thing about me. I don't mind agreeing with someone I disagree with. That's something that happens. It's going to happen. It's life. If you're an adult, you understand that you will agree with things with people that you disagree with things on. So, like, I've always said, like, with the light-skinned side of YouTube, sometimes there's an agreement on colorism not existing from my perspective, But that doesn't mean that I believe in trashing dark-skinned women or trashing light-skinned women, because often people always accuse me of that. But to me, I'm not really into trashing anyone, really. And the big reason why, especially not trash lighter-skinned women, is because why would I want to in the future create what I hate? And I see that often in different channels, where they have that mentality. And I'm not going to get into that too much, but I mean, like, that's a major reason why, to me, I mean, like, if I really hated them, I mean, I wouldn't have that mentality. I wouldn't live the life I live. I wouldn't have the perspective that I have. I would not have the trajectory I have, basically. My preference would probably be different too. But the point is, yeah, I liked your video specifically. I even gave it a like. And I mean, like, I guess that's weird because, what I was saying before, but I mean, like, I don't know, I don't like bashing either side, really. And of course I don't like bashing brown-skinned women. That would be obvious. But I just don't really appreciate either side bashing each other, because to me, I look at it on a deeper level. And I mean, like, I know, like, she was saying, like, how you stick together, black men stick together, but black women don't. And, to me, I think of it this way. Black women, and women in general, usually are controlled by men. And I don't mean, like, in a physical or financial way, but mentally. Women often are controlled by men. They are controlled by what men say. It does a doozy on them for some reason. Usually with men, it's almost like they think that if they say something, that it will affect how you think or see something because they said something. Because women put so much importance on what men say that they get that view of themselves. From my perspective, since I didn't grow up with men, I mean, they don't matter to me like that because I just didn't grow up with them. But I understand that. I think that's why when women get together, it's a lot weaker and it's not very strong. The sisterhood isn't really there because they aren't controlled by themselves, they're controlled by men who can take them apart at any time. And that's what the whole colorism situation is all about in the first place. So that's basically all I had to say there. I mean, like, I liked her video, and everything she said to me was on point as far as what I watched about black women's faces like divestment never having a complete sisterhood or bond or tie to each other. They will always go against each other because we don't go together, because a lot of women are controlled by men. Therefore, those women will never be able to build a sisterhood because they are too weak for that. Now, I'm not saying all women are weak, but I'm just saying those women are. And so, I mean, like, yeah, in total, I just agree with what she said on channels as far as colorism. Thanks for watching.